In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to spot real meme coin opportunities step by step. We're going to talk about scanning, social analysis, and technical analysis. For this, we're going to use two free tools. So anybody can use these tools. So let's get started. The first tool is Dex Screener. That's going to be our scanning component. Right now, for scanning, it's still arguably the better option because of its watch lists, the way it picks up trending coins, and the ease at which you can do technical analysis on the charts. Now, the strategies I'm going to share with you don't need a large budget. You can do this with a small budget because we're not going to be trading brand new launch coins in this video. We're going to be talking about established coins. These can be at very low market caps, 5, 10 mil. They could be at very high market caps in the hundreds of millions. But the fees that you need to pay to buy and sell these will be very minimal because you're not really competing with lots of snipers. So first, come onto Dex Screener and you're going to add a few filters. So if you go on here onto filters on the top right, this is my personal filter setup when I want to scan everything on Solana. Everything just to see where there's some strength. I'll show you why that's important in a minute when we discuss the environment. So here you want to make sure Solana selected. Then here in the top right, in terms of dexes, so the exchanges, you want to select Radium. Click Save. Market cap, I put minimum 2 mil. You could even put higher, 5 to 10 mil, so even more established if you want to. But I don't want to miss out coins that are still kind of new-ish, so launched in the last few weeks. And then I put everything up to nearly $1 billion in terms of market cap because I want to leave it nice and open. And pair age, I put 200 minimum, which is around 8 to 10 days. And then I put 8,200 as a maximum. Again, you can make it higher or lower, but I don't want to make it too high because again, I don't want to go too far back. And I'll show you why in just a minute. 24-hour transactions, just put 1,600. Leave everything else blank so we don't overfilter. Click apply. Now here, what's really cool is even if you're brand new to meme coins and you don't know what's going on or what's popular at the moment, it's very hard to click the search here in the top left and just choose different sectors yourself. It would just take too long. And here quickly, obviously a lot of coins are bounced anyway, so you're going to see a lot of green today. Some of these coins are down like 80% off all-time highs, so don't get too excited just by those numbers. But what's cool here is you can look at 24-hour trending and you can look at 1-hour trending, and both of them are a little bit different. So let me click on a coin here just to show you, because there's two different styles of coins you're going to see. And first of all, let's click on this one, Swarm Node. So this is one I've discussed before on my YouTube videos, and this is an AI coin. Now, when everything was dumping, this one, like all of the others, was dumping. And this one is a utility coin. It's an AI coin. So it offers a little bit more than just being a funny meme or a funny joke. Now, in my recent videos, you would have seen I talked about how in meme coins, in this entire cycle, we've gone through different metas. So different things that have been popular. And then the hype has kind of died off. And I believe for the rest of the cycle, we still have another cycle in meme coins. And what's going to be popular is not 100% clear. But in the last 24 hours, we're starting to see some signs as to what might be mini trends in this final move. And I'll discuss that with you in a minute. But this is really important because what I mentioned in my last video is you have to be extremely selective. There's literally thousands of millions of coins, meme coins now, launched in 2024 and 2025. Literally millions. And it's literally just a handful that you want to choose. And when you're buying these, you can buy with $1, you can buy with $1,000 or even $100,000. It doesn't matter. It depends on your risk management, your budget, etc. Because these are established coins. You don't get into that difficulty where fees and competing with snipers is going to cut into your budget. But more in that in just a minute when we set up the actual trades. So you're going to get two types of coins. You're going to get utility coins, and you're going to get just classic memes, what I call funny coins. And I'm going to show you examples of both. Now, the utility coins, what you want to do with these when you do the social assessment is you want to go on their Twitter, which I use primarily, and you want to look through their tweets. What are they about? Make some notes if you need to about them. I've discussed in previous videos how to analyze AI meme coins in more detail. And usually you can look at their pinned articles or documents about that. Then look at what is their activity at the moment recently. Are they shipping? Are they doing something new? Do they have some new updates? Clearly, Swarm Node has new updates recently, and you can have a look through. This is a good sign, for example. Next, you want to move on to TA, and that's where we analyze the chart. Now, keeping it very, very simple for those of you who are new. Step by step, all you're doing is you're checking by adding an indicator here where it says FX. That's called volume. So I'm going to type that in, And we're going to add that. And you can see that there at the bottom. These bars are the volume. This tells you how much buying and selling there is going on. It could be buying, it could be selling as well. But this one, obviously, because we're having a price bump, green candles, large breakout in volume, this is all buying pressure. Now, when you zoom out a little bit, you can see that the volume has clearly broken out. So what I can do is I can draw a line where the average volume was over the last few days, and it's broken out. And it's about as high as it was maybe 2-3 weeks ago. Not as high as, peak when it was kind of pumping, but still a lot better in terms of volume there. So that's a very good sign. And that's one of the TA things you want to look for. Now, you can go into TA in a lot more detail. And on my training program, first link in description, we talk about many other indicators. For example, another one is RSI. And what you do at the lows is you can sometimes look for divergence. Not always the most reliable indicator, but on a smaller time frame, like a 15-minute. Basically, all that means is at the lows to here, when we were printing the lows here, the RSI was actually going up. So the momentum was going up. So that's a divergence. But there's loads of other little things you can do. You can also do holder analysis, which I've discussed in previous videos. But again, I won't bore you with all of that today. Just understand that you need to do a combination of TA, social analysis, along with the scanning, which we've already actually done. Now, this is an AI coin, Memecoins. This is a utility play. Now, the other thing you'll see here, for example, ETF 500. This is what's called a kind of funny meme play. So if you have a look at the Twitter here, you can see this is like a joke based on what's going on in politics at the moment. And because Fartcoin has been so popular, it's like a beta play almost. So it's a derivative coin. And again, this one is newer. So me personally, when I'm buying coins, like in the last 24 hours, the only ones I've been concentrating on are meme coins, a couple of select alts, but mainly meme coins, but only ones that have been launched recently, ideally in 2025. Because again, I come back to the same thing, recency. What's newer is more likely to create hype and interest because people haven't seen it before. It's the new shiny thing. And it's a newer community and there's newer people shilling it. And it's a lower market cap, so there's more multiples and opportunities. And remember, all meme coins are down off all-time highs of the last few weeks as we've been undergoing a massive correction, but some will never ever recover. Newer ones have a better opportunity. This one held a nice higher low. Now, in terms of volume, isn't massive breakout, to be honest with you. So we haven't really seen that yet. Maybe it's early signs, I don't know. And the other thing you can look at is trend line breakouts. Like maybe there's a little breakout there. We don't know yet. You get a lot of fake outs as well. You get a lot of, it just creeps over and then breaks back down. Now, if it creeps over and gets support and keeps going, very bullish. If it starts challenging that all-time high, very bullish. But if it turns around from here, then yeah, you probably want to walk away from this one. But with every trade you do, it's risk reward. And the good thing is the newer ones, the ones that actually have, or ones that have decent utility and are still shipping, they give you a better risk reward. Because what you're doing there is, again, this is a difficult concept, but let's talk about the future when it comes to any of these particular meme coins. So this is their chart. What are they doing here? At the moment we're here. This is us right now, right here. In the future, what could happen? You have to kind of guess what the attention might be. Now, this one, a lot of you won't even have heard of. ETF 500. It's funny. It's nice. It's only at 20 million market cap, so it's not a very established coin. But what if it gains popularity on Twitter, social media? It might not. That's fine. You buy, you take a loss or a small profit, you move on. But if it does, then it's probably going to go higher and higher and higher and higher in terms of attention. The same with some of them that are shipping new things. People are going to share that more, try that coin more. It might be useful when it comes to trading. Who knows? So we're trying to predict the future. When you're a trader, you're trying to predict what might happen in the future. And the only issue with any of these meme coins is the overall environment. Solana needs to be stable. It doesn't need to be at $1,000 for each Solana coin. It needs to just be stable. Go sideways, stay at 200 for a couple of months while we can all trade and enjoy ourselves a little bit. So that's what we need. And we'll see if that happens with Solana. I don't know yet. But assume for now, things have calmed down a little bit whilst we can actually get some trading in. And if that's the case, yes, you can get some running. So let's go over that again. We've got the scanner here. Now there's two different things you can do. Over 24 hours, what I would recommend is anything that looks decent. Once you've done your basic analysis, add it to a watch list. Create a brand new watch list and add it. Very easy to do. So if you click on any of these, like NUIT, you go here. I've already got it on my watch list. You just click on here and you can create a new watch list. Call it whatever you want and start adding these coins. Because these are the coins that potentially could actually do something. This is another one. Very, very new launch. And why am I scanning it? Because I've seen a volume breakout. Could be doing something. Could be the beginning of something. We don't know. Massive correction, but remember, these are new. So this one only launched on 24th of January. Ran to 60, massive pullback. And when you're watching it, you're not chasing green candles then. You're just keeping an eye on it so that when you have a look at it next morning or the morning after and you see a pullback and it makes sense in terms of risk reward, you can potentially get an entry. And we'll talk about that in just a minute. So when we look back at the scanning, we've got 24 hours. But if you want to take a trade right now, look at the 5 minute or 1 hour, because these could be new ones that are just beginning to break out. And have a look at the market cap. Higher market cap obviously means a little bit more established, and just see what might be moving right now. So on any, let's just click on the top one for argument's sake. This might have just started moving very, very early. And again, same research. We've done the scanning part. We need to look at the socials. We need to have a look at the TA here, which doesn't look too bad. But again, this is moving. Is there new volume? Yeah, it's a bit of a breakout. So it could be early stages. Risk reward worth it? Yeah, probably. Because, sometimes when they fail, when they run and they fail, they're going to run to previous resistance anyway. So that might be 4 million or higher here, 6 million. And you still got some multiples there. And then it fails, fine, fair enough. No big deal. But again, like I said, it's a select few. Even out of all of these that are green today, remember, a lot of them will be green because even on the way down with all assets, on the way down, you're going to get pullbacks. Further dump, pullback, further dump. So these little pullback opportunities are very dangerous. You have to be very, very careful. So how do you trade them? So simple. I use Bullex. Second link in description. It's excellent software, and they're about to release a lot of new features. Actually, features, funnily enough, that will help when it comes to sniping. But more on that in a new video. And basically, with this, you're looking for a setup. And what's really cool, remember I said you could do any budget. So if you scroll down here and you look at trades and you look at the USD value, you can see people are buying stuff for $14, $26. It could be $20,000. So it doesn't really matter because you can customize the fees. For example, what you can do here with your buy settings, you can adjust these. And sometimes I go very, very low with this. So buy settings, I go 0.0006 even, or same for bribery, 0.006. Bribery probably a little bit higher, so 0.01, 0.02. Put MEV protection enabled. Max. In terms of slippage, you can put lower because remember, if it's going through, if it's a slightly older coin, so it's not launched hours ago, and your transaction's going through, it doesn't matter. You want to pay as little fees as possible. You can test it, and if your transaction doesn't go through, just increase it a little bit, 0.008, just increase it, or 0.009, or 0.01. Just increase it slowly in terms of slippage. And usually the error message when you're buying or selling, it will tell you if the slippage is not enough or the bribery is an issue. You usually get an error message here next to bribe fee, because with these coins there's no rush to get in. This is not, look, the price hasn't moved in the last kind of minute or two that we've been seeing it. This is not suddenly going to go to 5 million in 30 seconds. These don't move that way. So you've got a lot of time to buy in. So whether you're buying $1, 100,000, doesn't matter. You want to use minimal fees because this was just obviously cut into your profits. Now the process we're talking about here, it's time consuming, but once you get a few on your watch list, it gets easier. You don't even have to trade for the next few days. You can just monitor your watch list and see which even minor pumps suddenly result in dumps and which minor pumps are actually sustained. So how do you know if they're sustained? Again, very, very easy. So all you're doing, for example, in this coin, which I've discussed, Swarm Node, this is about to hit, probably going to hit 50 million now and have a bit of a pullback. Because we know that these are round numbers, right? That's what you would expect. But the thing is, anytime it has any pullback, is it maintaining higher lows? Simple as that. Some will run, have a little pump, do a little 2x, and then retrace literally all of that move. Now, if you're lucky enough to get initial profits and stuff, you could take profits as well. This protects you, so you don't lose all of your profits if it does run down anyway. And even this one, slightly older, but still only launched just before Christmas. So literally only weeks old. So that's it. Just remember, just keep things as simple as possible. Don't overcomplicate it. We're just scanning, and that way we just pick up what's moving, what's getting a little bit of volume. Obviously, if it is getting volume, very likely the price will go up anyway, and then it'll be picked up here in 5 minute, 1 hour, 6 hour trending. You're checking these socials, and it's much less likely you're going to run into scam coins now, because remember, these coins are a few weeks old. So they're established. They'll have communities. They'll be maintaining market cap. If they were rugs, they wouldn't even be over 100,000 market cap right now. But if you find that you see one and they haven't posted a tweet in like days and stuff like that, these are obviously red flags. These are warning signs.